The longer the soap can dwell, the more the formula can attack the dirt and grime and rinse it away. You're gonna get, not only is it only $1.18 per car wash, you don't have to use that much solution, but you know what I'm not doing right now is I'm not going around the whole car with a mitt. Let the soap do the work. You can go get a cold beverage. Today, I'm gonna show you how you could wash your car for $1.18. That's right. All you're gonna need is Jimbo's the Super Soaper and about 4 ounces into any foam cannon. Just pour it in just like that. Screw the cap on. Give it a good shake. And then start foaming your car. So once you have the 4 ounces into the foam cannon, it is a highly foaming soap. So the goal is to use no more than half of the soap in the foam cannon. That way, out of one 32-ounce foam cannon, you're actually gonna get 2 washes out of it, or 2 car washes. And again, we don't pre-rinse the car. We've done multiple videos on this. Pre-rinsing the car actually further dilutes the soap and further dilutes your solution, which makes it less effective. So you really do not want to pre-rinse. If you have heavy buildup on the lower parts of the car, mud, you live in Michigan and it's winter right now, what you may want to do is just in a spray bottle or a foaming pump sprayer, pre-treat the lower half of the car with 1 ounce of soap in your 32-ounce foam cannon. But for the purposes of actually washing a car, we are at 4 ounces. And again, the goal is to adjust the valve on top down so that you're not sucking a ton of soap or a ton of solution. You really don't want to use any more than half of the foam cannon, and you won't need to use more than half of the foam cannon, especially when you foam a dry car. And because the Jimbo Super Soaper is just what it is a highly effective cleaner without stripping any ceramic coatings or any protection on the car. It attacks the dirt, not the paint protection. So the soap works direct sun, indirect sun, in the shade, under a tree, in the morning, at night, when it's windy, when it's not windy, when your baby's sleeping, when your baby's awake. It doesn't really matter. The soap works all the time, okay? So simply just foam the car, and you can see my dial is, where are we at? It was almost halfway, about less than half. So depending upon how much soap or foam you like, you can adjust the dial. So I'm gonna move quickly because the idea is just to get this foam on the car. And to me, I'm gonna adjust the dial down a little bit because this is plenty enough foam. So when you're trying to wash your car for about $1, you don't need super thick foam. You just need the car to get clean. Now, if you wanna spend $2, you can use the whole foam cannon and really be like below the budget, right? But if you wanna just wash it for $1, you could adjust it down. Sorry, Brian, I have no idea which way the wind's going. I thought it was going one way and I think it switched. And oh my gosh, I didn't even use half. In fact, I only used like less than 1/4 of a soap, so I could actually dial it up a little bit and get more foam. And I'm foaming the car a second time for $1. Maybe this is the 50-cent car wash. 50 cent, hey. Now I'm just having fun. Okay, that's plenty of foam. I'm getting bored. And look at how much solution we used. Okay, so that's where about you want to be at. That's pretty fair. Now, if you have an F, 850 King Ranch Platinum in the car, you need scaffolding to wash the car, you may end up using a little bit more solution. But again, use the valve and dial it down so you don't have to use as much. The Jimbo's Super Soaper is highly foaming. It's really, really foamy. And so now that it's here, I'm gonna let it dwell for 3 to 5 minutes. and I had some people that live in the great state of Texas, or is it the great country of Texas? I don't know. Anyway, they said it's really hot there, right? And so it's like in the hundreds with high humidity. And can they really let the soap dwell for 3 minutes? Yes, you can. Now you want to be smart. All the bottles say, be smart, right? Use common sense, even when it's not so common, right? You do not want it to dry all the way on the surface, but it's not going to stain if it starts to dry. We got some cloud cover today. It's very nice. It's still probably 75. I could easily get 5 minutes out of this soap dwelling, but the longer the soap can dwell, the more of the formula can attack the dirt and grime and rinse it away when you're ready to rinse. So you're gonna get both. You're gonna get, not only is it only $1.18 per car wash, you don't have to use that much solution, but you know what I'm not doing right now is I'm not going around the whole car with a mitt, right? Because when you live in the great country of Texas and it is really hot out, the last thing you wanna do is more labor, right? Let the soap do the work. You can go get a cold beverage, right? While the soap is dwelling, you got 3 minutes, set the clock, go get a cold beverage, go sit in the shade, go sit in the AC for 3 minutes, recharge. While the soap is doing the work, you're not using more energy, right? So I'm gonna let this dwell for a couple more minutes and simply just rinse it away. Now, if you're really feeling bougie and you really want to blow the budget, pick up one of the XL drying towels. After you have foamed and rinsed the car, you could simply just use one towel to dry your whole entire car, and that's how you could wash your car for $1.18.